So thankful and grateful for this time to gather with the circle of Carol and Jennifer and Joseph and myself and Marjorie. And so grateful for joining in our hearts and in this oneness. So grateful to know the truth that we are one with the Christ. And we claim this right here and right now. We claim the joy and the oneness that is ours. And as we claim it, we know that it is the truth of who we are. I claim here right now in this class for open-heartedness, open-mindedness, and a new great fun adventure to come into this place and into this moment. And I know too that where God is, where we are, God is. And God is here right now. And we let Spirit take a charge of this class. And thank you for Jennifer and her teachings, and bless her day with her birthday. And I call on the violet flame of protection, of violet flame of love and peace and joy, and to spread around the circle around each of our homes. And I claim this now. I claim this for everyone here. I let my word go to the cosmic law, and I know that it is already done, and so it is. Amen. Beloved, I am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that beautiful blessing. All right, let's do a quick check-in just to see how you're doing. Carol Joan, why don't you continue, because you were talking a little bit about where you are today in the center of stillness.
Okay, well, you wanted to know how we were doing with this work, and so I guess my check-in really has to go along how grateful I am to have. These past 2 weeks have been so incredible, and forgive me if I get emotional. It means a lot. I really came to a place of conviction and inner peace, and it was just wow. You know, my whole life has been seeking this place, and it's just taken so much worry and stress away. And it's okay for me to accept myself wherever I am. I really feel I'm so grateful. So that's really my check-in. I will go into it more when as we go along, and
Okay.
you know.
Thank you. So beautiful. So awesome. I just want to welcome you to the place that you've been wanting to arrive to. Welcome. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Caroline, how you doing?
I don't know. I'm just sorry about that.
Don't worry about it, honey.
When she was talking about that, it's like, that's what I'm just waiting to arrive at, something like that. I always feel anxious, and I'm just feeling sad in my heart. Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I'm glad for you, Carol.
There's no need for you to apologize. Where you are, is exactly where you need to be right now. You know, you are here. You are here. You showed up today. Not only that, but you are here in your life. You know, I just want you to just breathe that in for a minute. There is a reason that you are right here where you are.
Doesn't feel like that.
Right? Is there anything else you want to share with us, beloved?
No, because I don't want to make up stories why I'm sad or why I'm feeling this. It's just, I've been doing this thing with this Jedi thing, going to bed, and um, I kind of know maybe it's coming. Maybe that might be part of it. But if it was one word, it would just be purposeless in my life, and no one needs me. And I just feel like, what am I doing here? That's what I feel like.
And I always ask you guys this, and I know you've heard me ask you this before, if it was in a session or something else, what is this initiation? What is this place that you are in? If you had to name it as a specific initiation, what would you call it?
What I'm going through.
Yeah.
Well, what I want to say is preparing me for something shitty, but that's probably not true. That's just what I feel like my life has been.
Preparing you for something. Now, once you fill in the blank, preparing you for what? It also could be a place of transcending something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, and a place of joy and feeling prosperous in every area of my life. Like, it's just transcending those things and going through this.
Mhm.
But it feels like I'm here so much.
Yeah, but let's just think about this for a minute. What would your life be like? Because this morning, it just feels to me, and I don't want to put a word in your mouth, but it just, from my perspective, it feels like hopelessness.
Yeah, that would be
And,
the.
that is an initiation for you, transcending that feeling, hopelessness.
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Can I pray for you?
Yeah.
All right. Carol, join me now. Let's just put her in the center of us and absolutely hold our hands and just lift her up here and now in the center of this love. Caroline, I want you to put your hand on your heart and just receive this. You don't have to do anything, honey. Just receive. Just allow yourself to breathe. Stay grounded. Anchor that beautiful grounding cord down into the core of the earth and feel the tenderness of Mother Earth. One thing I love to do is I'm having a lot of emotions. I like to just ask my high-end presence and my body elemental to move these feelings. I'm willing to experience them, but in order for them to be able to, for me to be able to be beyond them, I ask them to just be released into the earth. As that's what Mother Earth does for us. She allows us to just release that energy. And so I'm going to ask beautiful beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Archangel Raphael to cleanse Caroline's energy field right now so that she can come into a place of deep peace through this prayer, and continue to do this, beloveds, throughout this prayer and throughout this day. And thank you, beloved Gaia, for receiving any extra residue of this emotional body that isn't helping, that isn't serving Caroline right now. I'm so grateful to come into the Sacred Heart Oneness, to be with my beautiful sisters here, Carol, Joan, Caroline, and beloved Joseph, wherever he may be, and Marjorie as she's on vacation. We just so grateful to come into this circle and put our beautiful sister in the center. For we are the light of heaven that never fails. May we know this decree today as one of our absolutely strands of our DNA, that we are the light of heaven that never fails. So I know right here and now, I am that I am. I am the very love of the heart of God. I am the mind of God. I am the creative power of the entire universe. This is who I am. This is who Caroline is. This is who she is. And I know that she did not come here for a life of pain, a life of sorrow, a life of hopelessness. And so I bless this field. I see it as a field that she is walking through with a lot of minds in it that trigger old sorrows and old ideas that she needs to face. And I know as she's going through this field that she is surrounded by those angels of hope and Lady Hope herself. I call upon you, and you always say to us, why do you not call on me? And so we call on you. We fervently call on you today to absolutely send this beautiful ascension flame, this flame of resurrection, this beautiful white ray, this fourth ray through every cell and atom and electron of Caroline's body, her physical body, her mental body, her emotional body, and the body of her memories. I ask that you release anything that is not like hope completely, and that you indwell here. Lady Hope, I ask that you stay here and oversoul beloved Caroline as she walks through this field, as she absolutely transcends a shitty life into a life of hopefulness, of peace, a feeling of purposefulness. For I know she is here for a great holy purpose. I know that beloved Vesta herself, our beloved mother, our godmother from the sun, has invested in Caroline. And I know the value of her presence. I know Carol Joan does. I know that Joseph does. I know that Marjorie does. I know that her entire family does. I know that anyone that ever hears her open her mouth and speak knows this. And I'm calling for that part of Caroline that needs to hear this, to absolutely know this as well. The beautiful value of her presence, the value of her life is now being revealed to her in a way that she can hang on to it, that she can apply, that she can absolutely feel in her feeling tone about herself. I ask you, beloved Archangel Michael, to protect this word, to hold it right here where it is needed, and that every single step that Caroline takes through this field of old sorrows, of old stories, and she comes out on the other end, that this is permanent work. This is forever work. She will never have to do this again. I ask that every single ounce of her work moving through this old feeling of hopelessness is resurrected now and transmuted in the violet flame into feelings of absolute peace and hopefulness, and that spark of life, that desire, that fire in her belly that cannot wait to get up in the morning. Carol Joan, do you want to add to this prayer?
I know that Caroline is love in the oneness, and she is having a human experience as a spiritual being. Thank you.
Yes. We give thanks for this word spoken. Are we all in agreement with this word spoken? If you are, just say yes.
Yeah.
Where two or more gathered in agreement, it is already done. It has become law. That's how powerful we are and how grateful I am for this law. And I release this word in deep thanksgiving right into this law in full faith, knowing that cannot return to me void. It cannot return in any other way but to be full, pressed down, and overflowing. And I ask you, beloved Archangel Sandalphon, to hold this prayer around Caroline, wherever she needs to lean into it, to remember that it is a permanent word. It is done. It is complete. And so it is, and so we let it be. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am.
Mm.
And so it is.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh. Well, I have to tell you guys what happened to me this week. And I just want to send you into this beautiful camping that you're going to with this prayer. That'll become alive for you as you go, as you go your way.
Oh, goody.
Yes. So this week, it's been a busy week. Well, every week is busy. And I have, because of my missionary kid background, I tend to like use things until they're like totally falling apart and completely I'm not good at letting go of things, that still have usefulness. I'm very resourceful that way. I could live on nothing, right? Anyway, there's a blanket that we had that is just falling apart. And I loved it because it was from India. It was really soft and fluffy at one time, and now it's all lumped out. And it's just, so I ordered a new one from the Ukraine, and I love this blanket. It came, and I was so excited. I gathered up the sheets to wash them, not knowing that my cell phone was in the middle of them. So I washed my cell phone. I put it through the laundry. And I wish I could show it came out all bent, and I've been drying it in the dehydrator, putting it in the sun, all the things they tell you to do. It's dead. And so yesterday I said, you know what? I really want to have a phone for my birthday. So Michael started researching it, and by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we went and actually saved like $450, right? We just saved, that's just the initial payment, and we're going to be saving like $300 a month because we changed servers. And look at the phone I got. Isn't it beautiful? It's
Aw,
like violet lavender. I've called
it's
it Providence.
beautiful.
This is my Providence, my little Providence. Anyway, I just needed to share that because it was such a example too of empowered prayer for me, because I said, you know, Michael was saying, I don't think you can get a phone today, or da, da, da. And I said, I'm going to get a phone today. And I just put it in prayer. I just said, this is what I want today to happen. I want to be able to communicate with my family and friends tomorrow. And, and I want this to be easy and life-giving. And it was way more than I could even speak out loud. So that's
That is beautiful.
the coolness of that.
And what does your shirt say? Worthy? And then,
Yes, worthy. It's from my song Worthy. Have you ever heard my song Worthy? I am
yes,
worthy of
I
my.
love it. I'm gonna play it.
I
Yeah.
love that song.
I'm going to get some shirts like this made, because I had them made, and then I need to remake them, but I need to make them I think I want more of a, feminine collar and stuff.
What is it?
Anyway,
What does it say underneath it?
it just has my name, Jennifer Ruth Russell.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I also finished a course. It was a 4-day course with Cryon on our DNA. And I got to tell you, kids, we are so amazing. The biggest takeaway is that everything is within us. I mean, even our guides and angels, these beautiful beings that we've and the rays, everything is within us. It's not like we're
Mm.
creating relationships with people outside. Is we came with our own angels and guides. They are part of our DNA. I just loved hearing that. And I already I'm going, I got to do a class on this, because it's so empowering when you start really knowing who you are. you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just
Wow.
absolutely amazing.
Thank you. I think I needed to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you said you just mentioned something. You wanted something to be easy, and I'm going like, that's
Yeah,
oh
just really easy. And I always like to ask for surprises, give me surprises, that's things that I can't even ask for,
yeah.
really easy and graceful. Easy and grace are always, easy and grace are two things that I always like to put in. And anyway, and I want to apologize to you because I haven't spent time on your prayer partnership. I just need to do that. And I will do that today. I will do that today. So, and I'll send you email and you'll receive it when you come home, Caroline. So
And I
that's
have one more question.
yeah.
My sister came down last weekend because it was my dad's 88th birthday. So I did a little session one on her. It was with her, or and it probably wasn't perfect. So she couldn't say to me what I did incorrectly, but I didn't know if I was allowed to use that or not. We just sat because we were face to face. So she sat. We both sat in the floor downstairs in Jesse's room, and we're sitting there like in meditation, kind of. And then I did like it was like a mystical journey, but I could have missed something because I couldn't ask her. She really liked it. But I don't know if I can include that.
Absolutely. Include
Oh,
that.
okay.
And when you fill out the form online, just follow that. You don't have to she doesn't have to do anything with the form.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I
Because
know
she
that's
told
a
me
little different than
would say.
Jennifer Hadley, where you have to have them fill out a form.
Right.
You just have to feel,
Oh, okay.
what was the experience for you? That's the most important part. Like, how did it feel for you? And how, and did you use the 5 elements? And it's just good
Right.
to observe that because a lot of times you'll notice that you didn't use this one or that one. And it just,
Right.
remember the 5 elements are like the tire is completely inflated if you use all of them. It just is a really well-rounded session if you use all
Oh,
of
okay.
them. But sometimes you're not required to use all of them. So it just depends. It's just good to know. All right, Caroline, let's go with you before you need to go. I know you only have about 8 minutes here. So why don't we get into chapter 14
Okay.
and you can share with us your insights.
When I get in these places like I did today, if I could just actually just do this, which I should just do this, it would be, it would, like, that feeling would leave me, because I'm calling it freedom is knowing who you are, because he so just declares on knowing the divine sonship that you actually are, like the
I like that.
continuously cleansing the windows of my mind. He says it's on page 138 that it may be a mirror reflecting the inspiration from the Most High. And I guess that's what it is continually cleaning the negative thoughts and those things. And I guess it's the thought that comes first, or I don't know if it's a feeling that comes, but it's like,
What page are you on again? I wonder if it's the same.
that's on page 138 in the italics part on the very bottom. It says
Yes.
to cleanse the windows of my mind, that it may become a mirror reflecting inspiration from the Most High.
I love that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And realizing the divine presence of your at the center of my being, that is that I'm holding on to the truth no matter what. Like, light fills up the space and spirit animates in form for us. Okay, life may have give everything to you, but only what you accept is yours. And I'm like, if I'm not accepting the truth and the divinity that I am, only to the degree of, this is my own words, the degree of what I accept is what I receive.
That's really well said. Yeah. It's like that thing you have your cake and eat it too, but you have to eat the cake. You know, you have to partake in it. You have to claim it for yourself. Absolutely.
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. And I love it. This part. I mean, there's a verse in the Bible that I remember. Uh, he has given me a sound mind, but I don't remember the rest of it. But he talks about that here is a sound mind instead of dwelling in negative thoughts,
Mhm.
to cause your mind to continuously causing your mind to practice in dwelling on peace and joy. And I like that sound mind. You might know the verse.
I know the verse. It's God has not given me a spirit of fear. It's a powerful verse. God has
Yeah,
not given me a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind, which is the fleur de lis, right? Power,
yeah,
love, and sound mind. It's so powerful.
I love that. Yeah,
I love that too. I think it's First Timothy 7:4 or 4:7. I'm not sure. But
pretty good.
yeah, I know. I'm a missionary kid.
um, so he talks about how people are all sons of God, but very few have completely recognized this. And so it's recognizing, preparing our minds to receive the truth in a continuously. And it's like, yeah, I like that too. And then practice consciously, practice causing your mind to dwell in peace and joy. And that's what I wrote in big letters, just because I think too, because there's so much stuff out there, like you say, it's practicing that peace and joy that is actually within us.
Mhm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that I took from this chapter was today is my day.
Mm.
One of those prayers. Let's see, I have it in my Kindle, but not there. Oh yeah, it's right in the like the third page. It's not that far into the chapter. Let's see if I can find the page. But I use that as yeah, it's on the top of page 138 where you were. I just use that as an affirmation for a day. Today is my day, and it just like set up my day so perfectly. It's like if you
Yeah,
could really claim that every day is your day,
yeah,
just think about it. Oh, cool.
I
Thank you,
love that.
Caroline.
Thank
Is there
you.
anything else?
No, I did scribbling. I can't read it.
Well,
Thank you.
I let me just make a quick see if I need to make any more announcements before you go. You right away need to start reading Sophia Code, okay?
Yeah,
Because the front
I
part
read
takes
it
a
once.
little bit of time. Okay, cool.
And I'm
Marjorie
not,
and
yeah,
Julena are going to be companioning. Julena is going to help as well uh, with you guys. Keep going on with your sessions because we're halfway through the year almost, so you should be halfway through your sessions. And just keep on keeping on.
thank you.
I love you. Have a great time.
No, thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
you too, Caroline.
Thank you, Carol and Jennifer.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Have fun. I would love to go camping.
Oh, well, my favorite thing.
Yeah. I haven't been in a long time.
And I even say it, I mean, it's even part of this journey that I was on with Archangel Michael and Lady Astrea.
Yeah.
Um,
Awesome.
is it okay if I share?
Absolutely. Let me do number 13 and then we'll go on
Okay,
to your chapter and you can share during that. Is that cool?
sure.
Okay. I won't take long, trust me.
Okay.
Because I think these chapters just kind of all roll into one, really. I mean,
Oh, I know. It's almost hard to
yes,
name the chapter,
yes,
but I see your point in giving them a name.
yeah. So what I'm calling 13, chapter 13, so we're going to go back to 13, is my silent, invisible partner.
Oh,
Because
nice.
I love that
Yeah.
reading, and we'll get to that in a second. To me, I'm going to, let's see, I'm just going to go to location because I did it on my Kindle. There is but one presence in the universe. This is said over and over. Since it is in, through, and everything, it must be in and through you. And he goes into talking about negation. Now, things that are negative may be an experience and a fact, but it can never be our ultimate truth. And I love that we can just absolutely keep saying that. This is not the truth about me. This may be happening in my life, but this is not the truth about who I am. Life cannot operate against itself. Always the negative is overcome by the positive. Good cannot fail to overcome evil. The meek alone shall inherit the earth. Finally, it shall obliterate everything unlike itself. The meek shall inherit the earth. It reminded me about that too, that it's not going to be the people up there like pounding on top of the mountaintop, it's the gentle, it's the humility, it's the simple. The meek shall inherit the earth. Finally, it will obliterate everything unlike itself, even as the sun dissolves the mist. So this is what I wanted to read together. Let's see. Would you have this book?
I have the Kindle version.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, so my location is 1441. And it's I'm just starting right in the middle of an italicized prayer. I mean, if you ever need inspiration for a prayer, all you have to do is come here. So it says, I know that at all times I have a silent, invisible partner walking with me, talking with me, operating through me. Continuously, I keep my mind open to its guidance, to its inspiration and illumination. And now we're getting into the regular print. You are either attracting or repelling according to your mental attitudes. You are either identifying yourself with lack or with abundance, with love and friendship or with indifference. You cannot keep from attracting into your experience that which corresponds to the sum total of your states of consciousness. This law of attraction and repulsion works automatically. It is like the law of reflection. The reflection responds to the image held before the mirror. Life is a mirror peopled with forms of your own acceptance. Yeah, so there's just so much. I guess one more prayer that I wanted to say this too, that whenever you need a meditation, or let's say you're in a place as a leader, you're asked to do a meditation, you can take any one of these things, these italicize, and make it into a meditation, you know? Making, and let's just try it right now. Coming into this stillness of your heart. I'm just going to take this prayer so you can just feel what it's like to do this. So as you come into the stillness, I'm on that same page. So I'm just going to go through this reading and you'll see what I mean. As you come into the stillness, I want you to let go of all thought as much as you can and free yourself from that feeling of personal responsibility. And at the same time, feel that beautiful cosmic law that is always taking care of you. And realize that your belief placed upon this law is taking care of you. It's not the personal responsibility if you're good enough or if you've done enough, if you're doing it the right way. Just see your belief with what you said earlier, beloved, the absolute conviction. Just see that belief floating up, realizing that it can never return to you void at all. It can never return empty. that those spiritual laws are executing themselves just as powerfully as all laws of nature, like the law of gravity. It is executing on your behalf just because of your belief. And see that your word even is penetrating any unbelief in your own mind, that it's casting out all fear, that it's removing all doubt, that is clearing away the obstacles, that's permitting that which is enduring, perfect, and true to be realized just by your word. That's how powerful you are. And now see yourself just receiving this word that you've sent out on your belief, just returning back to you as you have a complete reliance on your silent, invisible partner. That the law of good is working on your behalf. And rejoice. Rejoice and relax. It is done. And so it is. Amen.
And so it is. Beautiful.
That's the ultimate release. I call that. All right, beloved. I would love to hear anything you want to share. On your Jedi training and about this chapter, you can do either or.
Everything. Well, I'm really, really, really proud of getting to this place, of really noticing the affirmations I include in the rosary. I say affirmations and I repeat them. I have a bunch of affirmations and I just repeat them. And the ones for this week were essence, Om, and divine intervention. Well, they all played out because what happened in the Jedi training, I went on a journey every single night. And so I had stuff to write about in the morning. And so, I really had an amazing sense that Archangel Michael and Lady Estrella were in everything I do, think, say. They were helping me to rest. They were showing me how to rest in the highlights of my daily life, of my routine, of the mundane stuff, just like Caroline was calling it stinky stuff, but they were showing me no. And they were helping me relax into the adventure and seeing it as an adventure. And what I call the adventure for me is a vision quest. Because when you go on a vision, and I've been on 2 really profound vision quests, you go out into the woods, you let go of everything, you're basically camping and you're fasting. And so, but on this vision quest, I was fasting from routine and allowing and just feasting on affirmations. And that's something that Ernest Holmes talks about. And I was allowing the feast, or what I call the picnic, rise up. Yeah. And it really does turn into an adventure at that point. And so my feelings became little beings of light, and they were all soaking in what I call the love solution. So it's not only love is always the answer, but it's a liquid you can unelixir. So that's where I came up with prayer. Oh my God, prayer actually is the conviction of faith that I really feel it's the innate wisdom of health and wholeness. And so all this stuff just started running together. I'm sorry if I'm kind of going all over the place, but
You're doing great.
everything
Fun.
in this is what chapter 15 truly it was perfect for me. It's like, it was so intuitive. It was the perfect chapter for
What
me,
did you
because
call it? What
what
did
I
you call
called it was my I am presence is the beauty of peace at the center of everything. And so it is also took on a whole different meaning for me. It went deeper.
it? Tell
It
me
was
more
just,
about that. And so it is means what to you now? What
well,
changed?
and it's like a continuation. And so it, the oneness, the magic, the law of life, it is, I mean, it's just so absolute. It's just a concrete statement.
I've never heard it like that. I love that you said that. And so it, and as you're saying it, I'm hearing it like this. And so it, that which I've just declared as truth is.
Yes.
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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Powerful.
And I wrote an amazing prayer, Mold of Conviction. It really is a poem.
You gonna
And I
share
couldn't
it?
believe it. I would love to share it, but it's kind of,
Bring it
it's a
on.
little, I thought it was long, but it really, I feel the fire in my belly when I say it. You want to hear it?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna go into prayer with you.
Okay. The
Okay.
mold of conviction for my heart's truest desire, affirming I am enough. I am so happy and grateful for the opportunity of realization. I give thanks for the bountiful supply that I am. I am one with all life, and all life is one with me. I am one with spirit. I am the light of God that never fails. I am the power, wisdom, and love of the universe. I am the immortal power of the angelic host. I am the cosmic law of their victorious action to the earth. I call beloved Archangel Michael to seal this mold of conviction with the blue flame of God's mighty I am presence. Angels of blue flame and oh, wait a minute, I'm skipping a line here. I call beloved Archangel Michael to seal this mold of conviction with the flame of God's holy will and protection, and make it permanently sustained. Thank you. Mighty I am presence, angels of blue flame, beloved Lady Master Astrea, lock your cosmic seal, cosmic circle, and sword of blue flame in through and around me. Seize and transmute anything that is not of my heart's purest desire back into God's light of pure light substance. Thank you. In the name I am that I am, I call upon Blessed Mother Mary. I command my heart to meld with her, with your immaculate heart and the flow of abundance. Thank you. I accept and declare that just as Christopher Columbus set his compass to set sail and ultimately discover the roundness of the world, so too I set the compass of my attention and the compass of my attention points within for me to ultimately see, understand, and feel the wholeness of my being. Time-honored freedom raises my heart's desire of enoughness and allows the golden threads of opportunity to weave resurrected grace in, through, and around the infinite field of possibility. I am soft, flexible, loosely woven fabric in the web of life that flows through everything and covers it simultaneously. Like pure liquid silk, I am flowing down the mountain that grows out of nowhere. Like an active volcano, my hot molten lava floods the plains and valleys with love and connects my tender, loving care anywhere that is open to receive. Like a fierce yet gentle mama bear, I protect my cubs everywhere they go. I am the outpost of free will consciousness, holding a sacred space for tender, loving care as she nurtures unconscious memory. I am the feeling of victory as joy and love on the ascension flame. I am always in the right place at the right time and see what I need to feel. I am the release of worry, doubt, and fear, and notice more time and energy returning to me. I forgive time for doing what it does. I forgive gravity for doing what it does. I accept myself. I am upgrading the emissaries of light dwelling within. I command them to uplift and illuminate my heart's roadmap. Set free the secret desires of my soul's innate longing to have and be anything that fulfills the magnificent miracle I am willing to create, claim, and share with others. I am artfully collaging my way through to the brightness of my being. Spirit is everywhere I am. Holy aspects hide in the side and in the dark side of my yin yang, like a salmon caught in a fishing net. I am opening up my heart, home, and willingness to welcome them in, appreciate and value their eternal beauty in the light. There is no obstruction to the operation of this pattern. There is one divine circulation flowing through me, which is never inhibited, retarded, or irritated. This circulation is free, complete, and perfect, automatically eliminating anything that does not belong to pure spirit. That which I seek is seeking me. There is something within me that continuously rises to the occasion. What belongs to me will come to me. I am that I am, affirming a greater appreciation, a one harmony, luminous and vast. The space I am is always interweaving co-created goodness, and my expressions of love light up unrefined ways of being as unity consciousness gains clarity. I am dancing with my paradox of wholeness, in and out of darkness and light. I am knit together with the love I give to my beloved I am presence, powers of nature herself, and the forces of the elemental kingdom. I am sacred fire, love, in action. I am the open door which no man can shut into the great opulence of God, waiting, surging to press forward, to heal, to bless, and to prosper me abundantly.
Mhm.
As the sun dissolves the mist, so must my acceptance of life dissolve all pain and discord.
Mm.
Everything is alive within my beingness of inspired truth. Nothing can dim the light of my own conviction, aware of the faith fulfilling it. I allow divine wholeness to flow through me in ever widening circles of activity. Every good I have experienced is now increased. Every joy that has come into my life is now multiplied. There is a new influx of inspiration into my thought. I see more clearly than ever before that my divine brightness is freedom, joy, and eternal goodness. I realize that this same birthright is given to all people. I rejoice that everyone has this common good. The divine presence interprets itself to me through love and friendship, peace and harmony, knowing that life gives according to my faith. I listen deeply to the song of my being. I give thanks for this word spoken and the ability to speak it. So I'm so grateful for the power of prayer that travels beyond every limiting belief. I let go and release this prayer into cosmic law and trust that it is already done. And so it is. Beloved, I am. In God's most holy name, I am.
Wow. Wow. So beautiful. So complete. You have
Thank
everything in
you.
there. It's so awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I was.
Thank you. Yeah, that was,
Oh,
oh,
you
that
got
was
to
lovely.
hear it, Caroline. I'm so
Yeah, I
glad.
did.
I'm so glad because I had you in mind also,
Mhm.
because I really, I know why I'm here. I really went to that place. Um,
Yes.
and it's all about creation. It's all about creating something new, something brand new that nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're creating the new earth. We're also we're ascending. That's our purpose. Is to
Yes,
ascend so that we can create at a whole new level. So being patient. I
yeah,
want you guys to be really patient with
Right.
yourself because
yeah,
right now, I'm not an astrologer or anything, but we have entered into the wormhole between the eclipse, and it's like a tumbler. Like anything that you need to deal with is coming up. I woke up at 2 in the morning. I couldn't go back to sleep till 4 last night. It was just like pure light. It was so much light I couldn't sleep.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and it's
That
I'm
makes sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm feeling. I'm really feeling like I'm in that wormhole. I'm in that dark place. I just was diagnosed. I have a hiatal hernia,
Mhm.
and at first I was like, "Oh no, what am And you know, I can heal it. Um, yeah, I can have surgery to repair it, but I'd rather go the alternative route. And that's always been my way to try and find ways. There's so much learn about nutrition. And I've been studying Ayurveda for a long time too. And right now I'm drinking this really awesome drink. It's a tea. It's kombucha with
Mhm.
pomegranate, which is supposed to be really, really good for a hiatal hernia, and it's just really yummy.
Beautiful.
So yeah, so
Yes.
I think those kinds of things are the way forward for a lot of folks.
Well, our cells are listening. You absolutely can take, the prayer that you prayed, it's speaking to your own cells. We can heal ourselves. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
grateful. Yeah.
And on top of that, a movie came to me last night. I watched a movie called Collateral Beauty.
Collateral
And
beauty.
at first I was like, but by the end of the movie, I said, oh my God, I get it. Because it was about angels in the mist, seeing the beauty in everything,
Mhm.
in death, in time, in love, gone wrong,
Mhm.
um, everything,
Yeah.
absolutely everything.
Yeah.
And that is,
Beautiful.
I'm really up for the challenge.
Well, all of us are up for the challenge that our life presents to us right now because we created it. We said, "Come on, bring it on. I'm gonna transcend this, right?" That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing here.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Carol Joan, for that beautiful share
Well,
and thank you.
thank you for your listening and
Oh yeah,
being, oh, yeah.
very powerful, very powerful. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm gonna end us with some prayer. I'm gonna just take a prayer right out of the book, okay? Because I think
Okay.
it's really powerful. I love you. I'm so grateful that you guys are now moving on to the Sophia Code. It is powerful. You are going to change your molecular structure. It's like
Oh,
it's going to do itself to you. The Sophia Code does you as you do it. It's just really powerful.
and
Just like,
just before we go to Jennifer, I want to say, have a happy rest of your birthday.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm
Happy birthday.
actually celebrating on Monday because I'm speaking for Jennifer Hadley's community tomorrow. So I've decided to just spend this day and just preparing for tomorrow and not put a lot of pressure on me to have a big celebration or anything. I'm just going to go, like you said, I'm going to have a picnic. I'm going to have a picnic in the park with just a couple family members. It's going to be fun. So here we go. Let's just absolutely know the holy truth of us as we go on our way. And I know that every negative condition of the past is absolutely swept aside for each one of us. I refuse to see it or to think about it. And I pray that we are that strong that I refuse to see or think about it is that strong within us. Yesterday is no longer here. Tomorrow has not yet arrived. Today is God's day. And God's day is my day. Today is bright with hope and filled with promise. And that promise is mine. Today, my heart is without fear. I have implicit confidence in the good, the enduring, and the true. Today, I shall guard my thought and speech. I shall keep my consciousness steadfast with the realization that there is a spiritual power upon which I may rely, my silent, invisible partner. And I shall return resolutely to that divine source which knows no confusion, that spiritual center which knows no fear. The spirit is not afraid of anything. The divine has no enemies. The spirit knows no opposites. How grateful I am that I open my consciousness to the realization that all the power and presence there is clothes me in an eternal embrace. I receive this embrace. And Spirit forever imparts its life to me, never withholds anything from me. I believe in myself because I believe in God. I believe in my destiny, my purpose, because I know that the law of good is operating through me right now and always. And I have confidence in the future, an enthusiastic expectation of good things to come as we ascend more and more joy, more and more light, more and more youthing, more and more health and wholeness. I'm so grateful to speak this word for beloved Carol Joan, knowing that this beautiful adventure she is on with her hernia is simply preparing her for more and more beauty in her life, more and more triumph as she transcends this little message from her body. I know that Caroline is having a magnificent time in nature with her like-mind family, and that she is nurtured right where she needs to be nurtured. And I just call for that place within each of us of deep acceptance of where we are, because it is perfect for what we need to know, what we ask to know, what we put down on our sacred vows is, I want to know this as I'm here on earth this time. And I'm so grateful that we are all ascending. And so we accept the fullness of life in this moment. For this moment, we truly are home. We are home right here in our being. We are home in the beautiful 12 layers of our DNA. We are home in the heart of God. Hallelujah. So, in deep gratitude, I release this prayer. We bless our beloved brother Joseph wherever he is today. We just know that he is being blessed by our gathering, as is Marjorie. And so we just release this prayer. I release this prayer in full thanksgiving, in complete faith, knowing that this word has become law because I have spoken it, because my beautiful sisters are here in agreement with it. We release it now right into that action of God that does the work. Hallelujah. It is done. And so it is. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am. Beloved, I am.
Mm.
Beloved, I am. Thank you.
I love you guys. I'm going to ask you to, and I will remind you of this later, to just show up when you can. I don't want you to feel pressure to be there, but it will help you so much to be there during Empowered Prayer, which starts in the beginning of July 5th, I think. So try to be there as much as you can. We do practice prayers in breakout rooms. I think, Carol Joan, you took it last year. And it'll be a great place for you to practice praying with people and for people and having them pray for you. And also, it might be a great place for you to absolutely get some, mystical journey session opportunities. So,
Okay. Thank you.
But Sophia Code is your priority. I'll remind you that because it does take a lot of time and energy.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
too.
Thank
All
you.
right. Love you. See you soon.
Love you.
See you around campus. I'm going to miss you.